So give us a few examples of how central fossil fuel is to everyday human life, and just what the consequences would be if we were to leave them in the ground, as some people suggest that we do.
One perspective is that we're seeing the consequences of leaving them in the ground, even 1% or 2% of what the anti-fossil fuel movement has been advocating, and those are horrific. Net zero is such an interesting issue to comment on, because it really, nobody can believe how murderous it is. But even if you're concerned about climate side effects and warming, it doesn't change the fact that fossil fuels could have huge, unique benefits that, if we lost, would be absolutely catastrophic, or I'd argue apocalyptic. I think the basic thing to get, and I'll talk about some unique aspects of fossil fuels in a second, is just that the world unimpacted by human beings is a really inhospitable place. And it's a really inhospitable place for 500 million people. It is a completely unlivable place for 8 billion people. So we have 8 billion people now, and we totally depend on what I call machine labor, the ability to use machines to produce huge amounts of value for us. And machines do two things. One is they amplify our naturally meager productive abilities. So they allow one person, say, to do 1,000 times the agricultural work that a person used to be able to do, but they also expand our productive abilities. They enable us to produce kinds of value that no number of human beings could do via manual labor, like saving a baby's life via an incubator. Human beings just can't do that physically. So, or flying, we just can't do it physically. So, or, just traveling around, across the ocean, we can't do it physically. So we just live in this amazingly abundant and safe world by the grace of the amount of machine labor that's amplifying and expanding our abilities.